Industries, and that is where FNRGFE have decided to take EnVy. And you know what? I agree with that decision, given how well that this team plays around Sombra.
Yeah, I was going to say this kind of makes a lot of sense for FNRGFE with how good Bonnie has been on Sombra in a lot of their matches in the last few weeks. So expect the Sombra play to come in a big way for the side of FNRGFE. But you could see it out of EnVy as well, right? We've seen them in the past. You know, you'll move Taimu over to the Sombra, then potentially bring Harry Hook on the 76 if you want. The 76 in play. It looks like it'll be EnVy on defense first, so we'll get a better look at what they're going to run here.
That's right, folks. So if you're just joining us here, EnVy, they're currently up 2-0 here against FNRGFE as we make our way to Volskaya Industries, FNRGFE's pick. And regardless, I'm feeling confident for FNRGFE. They're performing very well in this series.
Also, I know outside of winning the series, if EnVy were to take this map, they also, I believe, secure a spot for playoffs.
This is true.
So this is a obviously huge series for EnVyUs, as now they'll be on defense, as Effect will be Tracer, Taimu will be on the Sombra. Ooh, actually, so Effect now kind of going back and forth between the 76 and the Tracer, kind of deciding which one he'd like to take into this game on the defensive side of things. I think at this point, we've seen him play everything at such a high level. I'd be okay with him running whatever.
Yeah.
Like if you're EnVy, like he wants to bring out Torbjorn,
I think Effect could play Torbjorn and get away with it, dude.
No questions asked.
He could play Orisa and just, he could do, honestly, whatever he wants. Maybe not Symmetra.
Maybe not.
Maybe he will. I don't know. Maybe he will.
No, don't think that'll happen. Maybe week 6 is a little bit of a victory lap for EnVyUs, but he looks like he'll bring in the 76 on defense here, so a little bit more consistent damage from high up above. It was actually interesting, you know, when they brought the Roadhog into the equation, FNRGFE, they were able to take Effect out pretty quick. So I know with the Junkrat or the Roadhog in equation, right? I mean, Junkrat with the double mine, you know, you can just kind of push Tracer back a little bit, and then Roadhog, obviously, the power of the hook. Kind of, you know, forced, you know, the Tracers back a little bit. So maybe that's why you're seeing Effect now go over to the 76.
I appreciated that Helix Rocket, by the way, from Effect. He tried to just catch someone off guard as they came out of spawn. That was great. All right, well, FNRGFE, typical of what we would see here on Volskaya. You push onto the left side here to try and establish control, and then get onto the high ground there with your 76, and then from there, just look for that first pick.
Yeah, they're going to try and get towards that top left-hand side high ground, get Buds in a position where he can just put down a ton of damage. I know Clockwork going to work through the middle of the map, try and see if he can create some kind of action here on the Tracer, as right now Taimu is still working towards that EMP. And not much damage has gone down to the side of EnVyUs, so has not been able to build it up that fast. As, now you see it start to jump up as more players taking damage, obviously sitting on top of the Sombra health packs.
Yeah, the EnVy really not looking to give them any kind of opening whatsoever, but there goes the first pick onto Taimu. So you won't continue to build up there and be an impactful player with that EMP. They do manage to demech Mickey as well, and they lose their Diva in turn, but still though, FNRGFE very much in this fight. They're looking to see if they can just get a pick, continue to play this one around, X.
Yeah, they still have not gotten onto the point. Mickey will get taken out before he can get back in his mech.
Oh.
But Effect still up on the high ground. Chips will take out Bonnie, as it's going to be Taimu coming back into the fight with the EMP, and there it comes.
And the difference maker that the EMP is shuts down all the abilities for the enemy team. And right now you just have Buds just having to, you know, run away from this one. You do have a couple members left alive here, but that health is going to be dangerously low. And if anything, they're just going to have to reset, get back into the action.
Yeah, I mean, FNRGFE, they had the advantage at the beginning of the fight. It just took them so long to make any progress towards the point that Taimu got back into the equation. You use the EMP, use your TAC visor. You're able to stop any kind of push. It'll be Chips actually taking out Bonnie yet again. So it's going to be another stall out here for FNRGFE, as they're going to have to wait for Bonnie to get back. Chips now will have his Transcendence. You're getting Harry Hook closer towards the sound barrier for this next fight. So EnVy putting up a good defense here. Will be Moomin now falling, so now you're still not able to get anything going if you're FNRGFE.
Very weird, just too, to push up as well, right?
You guys have to wait even longer. I mean, the next fight for FNRGFE, you're going to have a lot of ultimates, right? I mean, I guess that's kind of your saving grace, is you'll have your Transcendence. Most likely use that Transcendence. That'll give you enough time to build up the sound barrier, and then you have your TAC visor, Pulse Bomb, Primal Rage. You're going to have everything for FNRGFE in this next fight. And Taimu does not have the EMP, so you don't have to worry about that. Clockwork throws his Pulse Bomb into the water there.
Yeah, he had two very game supports. Yeah, he had 2 game supports there and just couldn't get the kills. Trading on each side, though, for EnVy and FNRGFE. as Muma's going to use the Primal Rage.
He actually uses his Primal Rage and he tries to jump up top, but he actually gets hacked, so he can't jump anymore.
Oh, man.
See, Buzz now, he's going to use the Tack Visor. He's going to have Mickey right in his face. Here comes the Transcendence, keeping everybody for EnVy alive on the point. A self-destruct coming out from Coolmat as well. Sound barriers from both sides. Here as EnVy could end up using their EMP, but they may not even need it.
Well, there goes the EMP. You said they may not even need it, but EnVy felt like they had other plans as the EMP comes through, shuts down Clockwork there, and FNRGFE are really struggling to find themselves in this push.
And that was like an all-in attempt there because, you know, they had all of these ultimates. Now you're rocking up with 25 seconds on the clock. You don't have anything to work with in terms of support ults. So not looking good for FNRGFE as Effect going to have that Tack Visor. Chip's going to have a Transcendence as well. And you just
look
lose
at the
Bonnie,
stagger on
and now
Bonnie.
with 13 seconds left, you have to go.
They have to push right now or else this will be a failed attack for FNRGFE. Let's see, though, what they're going to do. They have to get onto the point. 3 seconds remaining, which they should be able to make overtime happen. They are going to get that first kill onto Effect, though, but they lose out on Muma, and that's going to be goodbye to your tank here. He's going to be a Winston, so he could get back into the action quickly. Despite it, though, EnVy still continuing to hold on strong. Goodbye, Cool Matt's Diva Mech. You're not going to have that one for the fight, and EnVy will light up the kill feed here and shut down this push from FNRGFE.
And Taimu, he goes up top and connects with Buds inside the EMP. Buds on the high ground with the Tack Visor, never gets a chance to use it. EnVy with a full hold on point A on defense. Putting a lot of pressure on FNRGFE.
Yeah, I said I agreed with the pick going to Volskaya, given, you know, how well FNRGFE play around the Sombra. But it was EnVy this time around that just, and it wasn't even like the Sombra really that was that impactful. They were just, I don't know, it just felt like FNRGFE never had a clear plan with their pushes.
I think the first attempt where they actually get Taimu out of the equation, and
that was their best
shot. EMP, that was probably their best shot. After that, I mean, what? You know, Bonnie got staggered once by Chips, then Muma got staggered, then Bonnie got staggered again.
Oh, especially toward the end, that was dreadful.
And then they have that one fight where they use all 6 of their ults, and then at that point, once they lose that one, you look at the clock, it's like, what, 20 seconds left. They lose one player again, I think it was Bonnie, before they were able to get back even into the fight to really kind of force a 6-on-6 engagement. They had no chance after that.
Very staggered attack. You know, very capricious attack there from FNRGFE when you really think about it. It's inconsistent across the board.
And now the hard part for FNRGFE is you only got 1 tick, right? So now that's all EnVy has to do. All they have to do is get that 1 tick on the board, and they will take Volskaya Industries. Or you get into this dangerous spot, right? I mean, you want to play a little bit aggressive with the comp they're running, right? With Tracer, Genji, and you have the Sombra. But I mean, one of those guys gets picked. I mean, you're going to lose this, man.
This is not looking good for FNRGFE. For EnVy, all you got to do, get to the golden tick. GG, you win with 3. Although you still got to play out that 4th game, but you are basically guaranteed to go to the playoffs. Surprising, I don't think anyone after week 1 of play here in Contenders Season 1. For FNRGFE, if they can hold this one off, it would be absolutely massive for them. And the doors are open. Now it's going to be EnVy's turn to attack your X.
So we'll see how they decide to go about the attack as Bonnie gets Discord, gets a little weak there.
Be careful.
You know, now with Taimu on the 76, you're going to play for that high ground on that left-hand side. It's interesting, you don't have Effect run the Tracer here. You have him run Genji instead, so you know he can put down a little bit of damage from afar. As soon as they get 1 player weak, he's going to dart in, try and finish off a kill. It's Taimu. They're just doing a nice job putting down some damage at range. If you're EnVy, you know, you can't just kind of keep running in there. Storming in. It'll be Buds taking Effect down first. As now EnVy, you know, you sit up on this high ground here, you have some time, right? You can put down some damage, wait a little bit, build some ultimates, and then get Effect back.
And well, good aggression from FNRGFE to force EnVy to have to disengage there for a brief moment from the high ground. You know, got to regroup. They did lose Effect in that one, so it did slow things down just a tad, but now EnVy looking to regroup here, get right back at it.
Yeah, Bonnie's going to land a huge EMP there as it's going to be FNRGFE getting aggressive, pushing on through. Coco and Chips will fall. And that's going to force EnVy all the way back. So now we'll take a look, you know, Bonnie's Sombra stats. We've talked about, you know, how good he's been on this hero in a lot of their matches. You know, we've seen him play it mostly here on Volskaya, but he's definitely made a huge impact. Takes out Effect there, gets back to the rest of his team with that translocator.
This team knows how to play around Sombra. I mean, those stats, they don't lie. 59% average building on that ult. You have 2 minutes left. You're talking about a couple more EMPs here.
Okay, for Envy here, you're going to have a sound barrier. I think it's just whether they decide to use it or not, because now you don't know if this EMP is in on the other side, right? I mean, you don't want to use that sound barrier, get it all negated by the EMP. Here's going to be a pulse bomb coming out from Coolmat. Next to it, nothing yet again. You do have the Dragon Blade here for FNRGFE if you want to invest it.
And Muma forcing everyone to have to just turtle inside of the cave. They are, or inside of that room.
Pick.
They are going to lose out on Coco there. So no more tanks to be able to sustain and give you that, you know, that presence there right onto the point. But Effect is looking to even the odds. Chips gets a kill onto Buds, and now Envy, they are going to be onto the point here. Bonnie will have the EMP. Sound barrier comes through, and now Harry Hook, did he get caught with that?
He did.
He did get caught with it, so he's not going to use the sound barrier at this very moment. But you know what, I think at this point in time, though, Envy, they may not even need it. They have a lot of bodies on this point, and they managed to just take care of Coolmat. So yeah, they're going to go ahead and use that one for reassurance. They do get a couple members out of it, but still, the delay, they have to get onto this point here.
Yeah, I mean, you have Bugs coming back with the Dragon Blade. He's able to get one. Muma with another. Can FNRGFE hold on here? They're trying on the defensive end. Effecto switches over to Tracer, takes out 2. As it will be Envy still on this point, trying to put map number 3 away.
So close to being able to get to that golden tick. Is anyone going to get on the point? No one. Muma got trapped there at the health pack. He couldn't get out of it. And contestant, even then, the question remains, would he have even been able to survive all the shots coming through? And that's going to be Envy basically securing their playoff spot. And very well done on FNRGFE's pick here at Volskaya.
Yeah, and I think, look, on the defensive end for FNRGFE, I mean, they were not good on offense, right? They don't even get more than 1 tick on point A. On the defensive end, though, I actually think for the situation that they had, they actually put up a pretty good fight on point A. But no, with the good spawn advantage for the offensive side there on Volskaya, all it took was a few picks to go in Envy's way. They make these fights last a little bit longer. Eventually, you're going to get the upper hand.
Yeah, and that will do it. Envy will go up 3, winning the series. And as I said before, essentially securing their spot at the playoffs in October. Very exciting stuff for EnVyUs. But we still have one more match left to play. It will be FNRGFE's pick as we close this one out. Guys, don't go anywhere. Plenty more Overwatch action coming at you on the other side. Welcome back, everyone, for our final matchup here between EnVyUs and FNRGFE. Envy up 3-0, winning the series, but we play out all 4 maps here, and that map will be Watchpoint Gibraltar. Yeah,
and this map is actually pretty big for FNRGFE. Obviously, you know, they're in such a tight race for playoffs, right? You know, for that final spot with Kangarna and Rogue.
Yeah.
That, you know, you get any more map wins on the board, that is going to help you, especially against a team like Envy, which a lot of teams have just been getting smoked by. So,
and if I believe, Rogue has a lot of map wins.
Rogue currently has the most out of the 3.
Yeah.
They're with 10 map wins. So, I mean, they're sitting in the best spot right now. The issue with Rogue is I believe they play EnVyUs the last week. So I think that would be a tough match, obviously, for Rogue. So I think going into this one, FNRGFE, you know, the biggest thing for them, take a map here. If you don't take a map, I guess I know it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, there have been a lot of teams who have, you know, suffered the 4-0 loss to Envy. As I'm actually excited for the EnVyUs Envision match.
I am too.
Later. Yeah.
I am too. I'm pretty pumped for that game. I think it's going to be, you know, pretty sick. You know, we were talking during the break though. I mean, this Envy team could literally do whatever they want, and it's just the scariest thing if you're going up against them. They evolve on the fly.
I want to see them do this on defense. So right now, if we can jump into game, it'll be Envy on defense here at the beginning. All right. Guys, you are not in a no time loop here. We are not going back a few months. This is actually happening right now. As Envy, at least here at the beginning, looking like they potentially could run quad tank. Solo support, as you'd have Chips on the Ana from a distance.
That's all you need.
We'll see what FNRGFE decides to do. I know Muma, obviously, on the Winston. We'll see if Coolmat, I know maybe he stays with the Orisa, as I know she gets a little bit of a buff lately. I know it'll be Coolmat switching over, so he goes with Roadhog. We've seen Roadhog, you know, at the beginning of Gibraltar, just trying to land a hook around the corner, but see if Envy can make this quad tank setup work.
All right, well, I'm excited. And there goes the hook. Bye-bye, Buds! Bye-bye, Buds! You just got hooked! That's what's up! I love it! That is just going to shut down that one there,
As
man.
you know, what's funny is I did the podcast the other day with Brennon Sideshow, and I mentioned to Bren, I was like, well, you could use the Roadhog hook to bring people closer to teammates. And Bren's like, oh, no, mate, you wouldn't do that. And that's exactly what Envy decides to do there at the beginning.
Wait, Bren said that?
Yeah. Taimu lands a hook there, brings in Buzz close to everybody else. As you see Chips getting very close to his nano boost. A lot of tanks, a lot of health to heal through, so should get that. Shortly, Buds now will switch over to Reaper, as I know Harry Hook takes out Muma before FNRGFE can get anything going.
I'm one thing I just want to say. I love watching Harry Hook play Soldier 76. This guy is so good on this hero. Don't get me wrong, he's one of the better supports that's out there, but this guy can single-handedly change a fight.
On any other team, he'd be playing 76.
Probably. It's just ridiculous.
It just happens to be plays for EnVyUs, where you have Taimu and effect who are just insanely good.
I can just imagine a smile on Harry's face when they're like, play 76.
So now Coolmat is going to switch off of the Roadhog. He's going to go over to Diva. As Taimu keeps landing these hooks and just bringing down Muma. And it's just getting the tanks weak on FNRGFE, which is forcing them back up a little bit. Envy, they will have a nano boost here. They'll apply it onto Coco, keep him standing in the fight. The nano boost will come in for the side of FNRGFE as well. Neither team's really get anything for it. It'll be an Earth Shatter, though, coming out from Coco.
My goodness.
As it's going to be Coco, Mickey, and the crew cleaning up the rest of FNRGFE.
Sweep right through them. That Earth Shatter just ruined FNRGFE. And they go right back to the spawn here as they regroup. Need to figure out what they're going to do. And you do see first, point A holds on Watchpoint Gibraltar. It does happen. And with this quad tank, this is insane.
Yeah, now with FNRGFE, you have Bonnie switch off of Diana. He'll go over to Zenyatta. So give you, obviously more damage with the Discord Orb. Here we go.
So well done.
Pushing everybody back here. That defense matrix completely gone there for Coolmat. It's just the quad tank. Working out for Envy this far. It'll be a sleep on Namuma as he goes up top to try and put some pressure on Chips and Harry. Actually, they woke him up just a split second too late before the hook could come in from Taimu. Okay,
so the sound barrier is going to come through here for FNRGFE, and now they're going to start to pick up a couple kills. They will have the upper hand in this fight. There goes Mickey with the self-destruct. Doesn't get a kill, but properly clears everyone out there and then just gets shut down immediately. So FNRGFE They're able to get point A here, and now it's just a matter of, you know, getting through this second phase and, you know, not allowing Harry Hook to get that high ground. You have to deny that one appropriately, or else he could really spell bad news for you.
Well, Taimu actually not able to get back to the rest of his teammates there. It'll be a self-destruct coming in. They take down Coco's shield, protecting some of his teammates, and they will fall. As we'll see how long that EnVy decides to commit to this quad tank. As Harry Hook, you know, usually would play the Lucio here, but I know running the 76
oh my
for the
God,
team
you tried. Oh, dear Lord, Coco.
So you have Bud set up top with a Death Blossom here. You know, Bonnie does have the Transcendence for FNRGFE as EnVy, they'll get down onto the payload here, just trying to contest.
Yeah, there goes the Death Blossom, but the D.Va kind of just eats up a good chunk of that, although he does end up demeching Mickey there. And they do take out Mickey in turn, so you lose out on the tank. And I was going to say, I was looking for the defense matrix to come out there. In any case, there goes Clockwork, dropping La Bomba as it finds its way to Taimu. Now it's going to be 3, 4, 5 down. And FNRGFE will get point B, so they go right through the shuttle phase here with relative ease, I would have to say. And now as we get ready for point C, can FNRGFE close this one out with a good, respectable time?
I mean, they've been making this work since they've had Bonnie switch over to the Zenyatta, and they've had Buds go over to Reaper. You're just able to use the Discord orbs, you know, and obviously Reaper gets close to the tanks. He's able to plow on through them. Now Time will go over to Widowmaker on D. They'll have Effect bring out McCree. Side, it'll force Buds now. I know he's going to go off of the Reaper. He's going to go to Widowmaker of his own.
Oh, we got the Taimu Buds Widowmaker duel. See how that comes to fruition here. As Buds is going to be able to... Oh, no. Taimu's going to get the better of that one. I was going to say, he's looking for Buds to be able to take out one of the supports. That could have opened things up there for FNRGFE. But they are able to take out Coco. Losing out on D.Va will effectively stop this push here. Clockwork could look to continue to build up on that pulse bomb, but they need to get Cool Matt back onto that D.Va so that they can re-engage here. They have a lot of time to work with X.
Yeah, I mean, they take out Cool Matt. It's going to force him to go back to his spawn before he can get back into mech. FNRGFE, you're going to have both your support ults here. You see Taimu. Oh, he's going to take out Muma with a nicely placed shot. So I know they will have a Deadeye, and they'll have a Nano Boost for the side of EnVyUs here. We'll see how FNRGFE decides to use these support ults. I know they're going to wait for everybody to get off the spawn, then going to get aggressive as a team. Maybe you enter with that sound barrier, see if you can get close to Taimu in the back here, or whether he goes up top, and then maybe followed up with the Transcendence.
Well, there goes a, you know, jump on top there to, I guess, you know, kind of, one, get a read, but, oh, man, Cool Matt ends up getting slept. There goes a Deadeye, comes through there. They're going to demech, and as a matter of fact, it will be the D.Va bomb, but it will find nothing as Coco blocks that with the shield. Muma, though, takes out Mickey. Is it enough? Would it be enough for them to determine whether or not they want to push up? It seems like they're just going to wait this one out. Maybe Clockwork can get a cheeky pulse bomb here to kind of open things up.
Yeah, EnVy, they use the Nano Boost on a Coco, and he starts, you know, pushing in towards the backline of FNRGFE. That forces out the Transcendence, and then Mickey goes in there with him, and to keep Mickey alive, like, he has the self-destruct and uses that as a tool to just get a new mech, get right back in the action. As a pulse bomb comes in from Clockwork there.
Lands on the shield, I believe. There goes the sound barrier now. FNRGFE looking to get onto the attack here, but they are going to lose their D.Va, so no more support from the defense matrix for them. Clockwork just hounds down Mickey on the Winston. They get it around the bend. They're able to force back EnVy here, play their safe zones a little bit, kind of just wait this one out, but they are making progress.
Yeah, but EnVy's going to have both support ults coming off the spawn. They use a Nano Boost here at the beginning of the fight. Harry Hook does have Soundbar to use as well. The Nano comes in onto Effect. He goes flying there. You know, he had his Deadeye. He gets knocked in the air by Muma using the Primal Rage.
Transcendence for Bonnie to just allow them to continue to push up here. They are able to get 2 kills onto Chips and Effect. And although Taimu is getting doved on here, so Muma will shut him down on that one. And this is looking pretty solid for FNRGFE. They're getting the kills. They're stopping them at the door, and that will do it. It will get 3 points on the board. FNRGFE do it with 35 seconds left in their time bank.
Still a pretty good defensive stand from EnVy.
Burned a lot of time there, especially given how that second phase went. That was a good hold for EnVy.
Yeah, I mean, the first phase, EnVy did a fantastic job with the quad tank. And it's funny, I mean, you only have the solo support, right? Chips on the Ana. It's like Roadhog, he has so much HP now. And when you obviously, you know, give yourself heal. You go to down now. You're not taking 50% less damage. Like, it's almost like he doesn't even need any like healing effects. Like playing off of health packs and his own hold the breath.
Yeah.
Like you're able to just pretty much sustain by yourself as Roadhog. Like you don't really need the effects of like
saw him too push out a lot. So there was like an instance where he pushed out onto the like in first point, that right side building with the basement level, right? And he pushed out, was able to hook Boink, bring him in, and that had to force everyone else to come in and support Boink because they didn't want to lose him. You immediately saw Cool Matt focus on it, but he can get out of there because all he has to do is just take a breather, and he's moving out now. He's not taking a breather and standing still. He takes a breather, goes out, recharges his health. It's just overall like just a lot of fun things you could do with Hog. That hook, always a fun thing to play with.
So now it'll be FNRGFE's turn on defense. Won't see anything too crazy out of them. Buds will be running the Sombra, and you'll have both supports, Bonnie and Boink. You'll have Bonnie on the Zenyatta, you'll have Boink on the Lucio, as you're gonna have Sombra. Usually sometimes you see Sombra and then you see just one support, right? But now you're going to see two supports here with Sombra in the equation. Now, what we've seen from teams like EnVy, and we've seen Rogue do it, is the Sombra just kind of jumps on the payload on the defense, just contests it for a little bit, puts down some damage, then falls back. EnVy on offense, at least at the beginning here, we may see more Roadhog coming out from Taimu.
And there you have it. He comes out with the Hog. Let's go, you filthy pig. Let's see what you could do here. Be fun to watch, of course. Always fun to see Roadhog. Any case, so Chips having to play a little further back here. So he was getting some pressure down. EnVy losing out on Mickey though quickly, as he just got focused on. Luckily for them, they were able to take out Muma. And now EnVy looking to go in for that dive and just shut down this hold here for FNRGFE as best they possibly could.
And Mickey just trying to get back in his mech. The payload making good progress though. Going to be Taimu sitting on the card here for EnVy. See, he's able to hook Muma. They're not able to take him out, but you see, starts healing himself, moving on back. Doesn't have to worry about anything. Still at 600 HP.
And also, that defense matrix, it ain't going to stop that hook. But Taimu backs away with the rest of his team now as they look to re-engage again. Effect in the back line just being a nuisance as he manages to get 3 kills there, and that is just going to open the floodgates now for EnVy to make it around the bend and potentially get dangerously close to point A.
Yeah, and FNRGFE doesn't really get anything out of their EMP there. Buds uses it on the payload, but at that moment in time, Effect had already done enough damage to really open things up for EnVyUs, as EnVyUs getting very close to taking point A.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about Effect and, just the, no pun intended, the effect he has on a lot of heroes, but his Tracer is the thing that everyone knows him for, and right there just gave them the opening that they needed. And now as they look to reset, maybe Taimu can get a hook in, disrupt the defense for FNRGFE, but they lost Effect, so they're just going to go back for now, reset, and re-engage.
Well, you'll have support ults for both teams up. So you're going to have Harry Hook with the sound barrier on the side of FNRGFE. You have Transcendence in sound barrier. You're also going to have Chips get very close towards that Transcendence as well. So I wonder, Whole Hog is such a good ability to kind of knock players back. Maybe if you see FNRGFE try and use that sound barrier and get aggressive, you see Taimu just pull out that Whole Hog, knock these players back. It'll be EnVy opening things up with their own Transcendence and Effect landing a pulse bomb on a Boink. So the sound barrier now not going to be in the equation here for FNRGFE.
There goes the Whole Hog from Taimu to try and push people back. Can he get away from it in time? Well, Coco does get a kill onto Bonnie though, and that is going to be 3 down for FNRGFE. EMP will be played out now. But there's just no follow-up there for FNRGFE as they lose out on quite a few members around point A, and that is going to be a cap now. Let's see how EnVy are going to apply the pressure into the second phase.
Just going to push on up, see if they can get any more spawners. There's just one more player there. That'll be Clockwork for FNRGFE. He will definitely fall. For EnVy, you've had Chips now going over to the Sombra. I wonder if he decides to stay on this or just use it to get back into the action fast enough. So it looks like he will stay on the Sombra, potentially hack this health pack up top, which I know maybe you see Buds now. He switches over to Junkrat, so you know that the other team has that Sombra out, that you're not going to be able to make it back towards those health packs faster than Chips could. So now you have EnVy in control of the health packs. You're going to have Harry Hook here solo healing on the Lucio.
A lot of work there for Harry Hook to do, and you don't have that Ana for those heals are so effective, but it's a lot of work on him, right? You know, the AoE healing can only do so much. He's doing a lot of double duty here. EnVy's just going to have to be pushed back. And although Taimu does get the kill onto Buds, they're still going to have to just wait for a second, re-engage. Maybe he gets a good hook. Well, there you go. It's going to displace Muma, force him back, so he won't have the jump pack to use there.
Well, look, I mean, if you're EnVy, you don't really have to worry about healing Taimu. We've already talked about that, and he can take a breath on Roadhog. He's able to heal himself up. Pretty much full HP, as you see Chips here with the EMP. It'll be a sound barrier coming in from EnVy as well. Let's see how they combo these as Chips trying to get back towards the payload and make this EMP worthwhile.
And Chips trying to stay alive, but Buds will be his undoing. Muma continuing to hound onto the point here, but it looks as if EnVy, for the time being, they're just not looking to be stopped quite yet. You're gonna have Bonnie playing off of the back foot now, getting forced back. There goes a pulse bomb there. Does it get a kill? Doesn't seem like it does do a significant amount of damage though. And right now it's just gonna be FNRGFE holding this one down, you know, for the time being. But Effect is looking to tip the odds in their favor yet again as they take out Buds here.
Get rid of the Junkrat, so now that damage not going to be in the equation for FNRGFE. EnVy, you also see a change come in. Taimu now will switch over to the 76. There comes the EMP from Chips as EnVy making a push, trying to take point B.
Effect could isolate Bonnie, and I was going to say, like, you lose out on Bonnie there, you're not going to get those Harmony Orbs for the healing and just being the continuous pain in the neck that FNRGFE just have really struggled to deal with here in this game, and finally is going to get picked off. 1 minute, 24 seconds left on the clock. A little bit of progress made there with the payload, and now they start to stabilize here, and Taimu and the rest of the crew, they're getting close to being able to make this point happen, get that cap onto the board here. But FNRGFE, they've been all over them like white on rice.
Yeah, you're going to see the self-destruct coming out here from Mickey. He's going to get two, clear some members out from the point. It'll be Coolmat getting demeched. Boy, he has no chance of survival. He just throws himself at the payload.
And they had no choice. They had to stay on the payload or else it just would have been capped anyway.
You see some members from FNRGFE jumping off the map, going to spawn with the rest of their teammates. Now for FNRGFE, see how they decide to play this. They don't have a Transcendence, don't have Sound Barrier. You're really working with nothing here. For the side of EnVy, you're going to have Attack Visor, Pulse Bomb, and a Sound Barrier here. So you're in a good spot in this next fight for Team EnVyUs.
And you're really just looking to get that payload around the bend, open it up with that first pick. Let's see when Effect decides to jump on in, drop the Pulse Bomb, and then end one of the supports there. Bonnie's going to be by himself, and he's kind of just had a really hard time there. And there goes the Transcendence now to go ahead and keep them going in this fight.
See Effect trying to land a Pulse Bomb, not able to connect. Siddleby, EnVy backing up a little bit. FNRGFE did use a Transcendence there, so now, I mean, you don't have that ability for the side of FNRGFE. EnVyUs did use their own Sound Barrier in that fight as well. Taimu gets hit in the face with a Pulse Bomb there. That'll actually take out Taimu. It'll be Mickey demeched as well. So Mickey now goes back to spawn, grabs another mech. So we'll see now. I mean, EnVy, we thought they were in a good spot, right? And they used a lot of those ults. Doesn't work out in their favor. Now FNRGFE, you're getting closer to your own Attack Visor, your own Self-Destruct, and your own Sound Barrier.
Well, now it's time for FNRGFE to, you know, really put up here and get this win. Be pretty big for them in the match win column, especially given how things are shaping out in the standings thus far. We have less than a minute here, X.
Yeah, I mean, EnVy, you lose Taimu at the beginning of that fight. You don't have Attack Visor to use there. Now you're going to come back. See how they decide to attack as your FNRGFE. Okay, so you see this, the Transcendence come out from the side of EnVy. Maybe now you see them drop the Sound Barrier and get aggressive.
Yeah, they're going to push right in there. Buds with the Attack Visor gets the kill onto Chips right after he dies there from the Transcendence. They might lose Coolmat here if he's not careful. They do lose Harry Hook, and now this is going to be FNRGFE getting the kills, and with 18 seconds, EnVy's going to have to reset.
Yeah, and EnVy's in a bad way. 15 seconds left. All they have is Attack Visor and Primal Rage. On the side of FNRGFE, you have that Transcendence to withstand a lot of that damage that's going to come down on the payload. You also have Coolmat Self-Destruct to just clear out that area.
Well, here we go, as overtime will now be in effect. There goes the Transcendence. He's going to get popped into the air, though, but it should be okay to just be able to bring them back into the fight now. Coolmat back into the mech as well, as he is going to demech Mickey. So no more Diva Defense Matrix, no more support, but Taimu and Mickey, though, they're just looking to apply the pressure. Mickey with that Bunny Blaster as well, putting in the work. So keep that in mind, folks. He's still very much in this fight. The Winston's trying to disrupt into the back lines, but FNRGFE are able to get some key kills onto Effects Chips. Taimu has to take a nap as well for the time being, and Harry Hook won't be able to get onto the point, and FNRGFE will win 3-2.
It's a big map win for FNRGFE. They lose the series 3-1, but we talked about, playoff scenarios. A map win against EnVy is a huge upper hand on a lot of the other competition who you're fighting against Kangarda and Rogue and whatnot. And a lot of these teams not taking maps off of EnVy. So it's a huge map win there for FNRGFE.
Save for Volskaya Industries, where I would say it was a bit more one-sided. I do feel like there were instances where FNRGFE could have won games 1 and 2.
Yeah, and I mean, game 3 is a little bit of a dilemma for FNRGFE because we see a lot of teams against EnVyUs go Hanamura. They feel pretty confident against EnVyUs on Hanamura. But the issue is you have Bonnie for FNRGFE. He's been so good at Sombra on Volskaya. You felt a little bit better about your own team on that match.
I agree, and it is unfortunate that they, were not able to, I would have loved to have seen a game 5 here. Let's be real here, folks. I think, these two teams really threw it all out there today, and it was super fun to watch. But for now, though, EnVy will stand tall, 3-1. FNRGFE with that one big map window could pay off in dividends for them down the line. But for now, let's go ahead and send it over to Puckett and the boys to break it all down.